And I've had a couple clients this week ask me more about the Lionsgate portal, which I was really honest with them and I gave them the history and how this is not necessarily rooted in traditional astrology. What you should know about Lionsgate portal is that it was originally coming from Egyptians, and Egyptians were some of the earliest astrologers. And the portal actually has to do with a star named Sirius, which is in a constellation tied to the lion. So again, Leo season, all of that. And they use this portal, which was more like a series of weeks where the Nile was really fertile because it would flood, so it would bring in new crops and harvest, and I think rituals around fertility around this time. So the Lionsgate portal is an entire month, not a single day. And actually, I think the day that it lines up, I think on the 11th or the 10th, there's a train in the background, but it's fine. It's not even on the day 8-8, but because so much of our contemporary culture emphasizes the 8-8 portal towards manifestation, people are really motivated to set out these desires and make changes and all of that. So if this is something that you celebrate, I think that's going to be fine, but know that it's not coming from deeply rooted traditional astrology. Know that it's something much more contemporary, like the way that we celebrate our holidays or the beginning of the month. It's not really tied to anything deeply astrological, or if it is, it's a couple days off. But of course, people really love to work with numerology. People love to see repeating numbers. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about the Lionsgate portal. Oh, also, I've been noticing a lot of people that are calling Lionsgate portal demonic. And again, I just really need you to be so discerning when you're consuming media, especially if it's leading with fear tactics, because what good is that doing to anyone? Know that a lot of those people are fear mongering because they simply don't understand and they cannot explain it. And I would encourage you to be able to back up your claims. So figuring out the roots and the history of things that we start to believe in. Disregard anyone that's telling you that this is a demonic time or whatever. The only thing I can encourage you to do is to really pay attention to the next 2 weeks as we start to see the moon decrease in size. This is our last full moon before we go into eclipse season. So I hope it's a great one for you. I mean, there's a lot of people using today to manifest.